Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, of course, another Fanboypotion Hearthstone video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you so very much for the incredible support on the very first video of Hearthstone right here on the Fanboypotion YouTube channel. You guys are absolutely incredible. Of course, we are indeed going to be continuing our solo adventures. I am super duper hyped that you guys enjoyed the video because I really do enjoy this game, and I would love to share more of my experiences with it as I go along and try to become a decent. I'm not trying to be like super competitive or anything like that. I would just like to be a decent player, like a little bit above average would be absolutely awesome. So, nonetheless, of course, let's go ahead and tackle the next area, which is called the Molten Core. Last time we cleared the Blackrock Depths. You guys seem to enjoy the deck that I was using, so I'm going to give it another go and see if it can last through the Molten Core as well. Whoa, what is that thing? Gar. That's interesting. This powerful magma elemental and his Firesworn are the Molten Core Welcoming Committee. Alright, so the cards we will earn by completing this is the Druid of the Flame, so that sounds pretty sweet. We have the Blackwing Technician, and then we have the Imp Gang Boss, and last but certainly not least, whoa! I thought it said Mojo Jojo. I freaked out that it was a Powerpuff reference. Major Domo Executus? Is that how you say that? Replace your hero with Ragnaros, the Fire Lord. Wowzers. That sounds pretty menacing. Is that a battle cry? Oh, it's a death rattle. Okay, sweet. So, let's get rocking. We're going to use the same deck. You will see a little pop-up on the screen. I'll pop it up of the actual deck and such, so you guys can see. What is this? What is that? Okay, I guess that's the welcoming committee over here. That's terrifying. This is not a terrible start, but I don't know what to expect right now. Okay, so let's see what the death rattle on that thing is. Let's see. Let's rock. I get it. Yeah, good pun. Deal 1 damage to the enemy hero for each Firesworn that died this turn. Okie dokes. Wowzers. That's a lot of damage. What's his hero power? Deal 1 damage to all minions. Okay. That's terrifying. So you're just gonna keep bringing these guys down in health, and as a result of that, dealing a lot of damage to us. So I'm not going to attack him because it really makes no sense for me to do so. I'm better off to just keep attacking. Sorry, I'm not going to attack his minions. Uh-oh. That's bad. I forgot that he has spells. Because I'm guessing, look, it's keeping us the field filled up. Does that make sense? Field filled up? That sounds really repetitive, but I hope you know what I mean. Okay, dokes, come on. Let's see what you got. Oh man, so he's gonna just keep hitting me with Lava Shock and Magma Pulse. Lava Shock, Magma Pulse. Magma Pulse, Lava Shock, Magma Pulse. Magma Pulse, nope, Lava Shock. How about Magma Pulse? Nope, Lava Shock again. Alright, let's just hope for the best with whatever that does. So it did a little bit of damage. Now, here we go. So this is gonna be the first turn that we're actually gonna take damage. 1. Oh, wait, so it's for each. Oh, man. I didn't account for that. That was silly on my part. That was very silly. Okay, I misunderstood how this thing works. Clearly. So, I do want to try to take out these things as efficiently as possible, because they do deal a lot of damage. If they're all dead at the same on the same turn, that's going to be an amazing amount of damage. So I have to be very cautious. Oh yeah, I'm at 7 health already. Okay, so this is definitely not starting up as well as my last endeavor into this crazy world was. So we're gonna go ahead and hit that and attack and hope for the best. Oh, yo. Summon 3 Firesworns. Okay, that's okay. I'm not attacking those things right now. Oh man, I guess I am attacking those things right now. Ay caramba, that's 7 damage. Yeah. What to do? Let's do this and see what we can draw. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's not great. Well, I don't really have very many options, do I? I mean, I have to play that, then attack with that, and then in my turn. Okay, here we go. He's at 16 health, though, so we can still do this. Maybe we can't. That is a very powerful creature. Fire Guard Destroyer. Wow, interesting. Never seen that thing before. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna freeze that thing for now. And just... Okay, wait, let me think. Do I want to attack his face? If I attack his face... Yes, I do. If I attack his face, we have a chance to win next round. Because we have 12 damage right here. No, we don't. We no longer have 12 damage. But if I draw a fireball... Oh, that's not a fireball. That is not a fire or a ball. I'm thinking of playing this and then destroying 2 of his creatures, but it doesn't really do anything for me, does it? So my best move is probably to destroy that. I mean, there's only one move I can make without losing. So I have to kind of do what I'm doing right now, or else we just lose. So we're gonna go for that. We're gonna go for that and that. And hopefully the restriction on spells is gonna be something that really plays a factor, because otherwise we lose. Okay, so gonna go for the snow. Yep. Alright. We do 8 damage. Yes! We've been saved by the fireball. Boom! Shakalaka. Well played, good sir. Rock beats everything. Whoa, you see that's a rock, paper, scissors spawn right there. Very nicely done. Druid of the Flame! Transform into a 5/2 or a 2/5 minion. I think we saw on the last episode of Hearthstone, we saw when we fought, I think, this guy here. I'm pretty sure, the Dark Iron Arena. When we fought here... is that his name, the Dark Iron Arena? It can't be his name. That's weird. Why would his name be Dark Iron Arena? I guess it is. That's such a weird name. But when we fought him... That's when we saw that card in action. Okay, so we're fighting Baron Geddon. Ragnaros employs truly evil lieutenants. Geddon is perhaps the evilest. That's not a word, I don't think, as far as I know. But then again, I don't have a thesaurus. That should be a card. There should be a card called the thesaurus, which would just basically explain to you which words in this game are words and which aren't. Alright, so here we go. Baron Geddon. I don't know what his power is usually off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember, but I can't recall. So I'm wondering if it's going to be similar or not. He has a 0 mana cost power, so that's something interesting. I mean, interesting in a kind of bad way, of course, because I don't know what that does. Deal 5 damage to the enemy hero if they have any unspent mana. Whoa, okay. I have to be very careful about how I spend my mana. Now, luckily, I usually do almost always spend all of my mana, so that's something that I don't usually have an issue with. Alright, we have a taunt. It's not bad. Hit that. Man, a lot of them use this lava shock, sorry. Okay, that's clearly the best move. Even though I could have done that too. Now that I think about it. Yikes. That's okay, we'll play the Mechanical Yeti next turn. It'll be all good. Alright, so if I attack that thing... is there any reason for me to attack that thing? That's what I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any point for me... No, I can't summon that, because if I summon it in that order, I'll have unspent mana. Oh! Will I? I'll have 2, and then I could play either a taunt or a freeze. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we'll play that. Then Mechanical Yeti's 2. I'm gonna freeze that thing. And we have a big lineup of damage right now. We are looking good, never mind. Half of our damage is gone. But we still have 8 points of damage right here, so for what it's worth, we're about to deal some good damage. He's already at 11, so I'm not sure what to do here. I think I could play... No, I'll have unspent... will I have unspent mana? I'll have to use the taunt and the fireball. which isn't such a bad thing, because... Can I just use it on that? There we go. Good. At least I don't have any unspent mana, so he can't do the 5 damage there. Draw 2 cards, gain 4 armor. Okay, so he's at 15 right now. We have 8 damage lined up. And then the 6 in here, that brings us to 14. And then the Fire Blast, so we just want... Oh, never mind. We just have double Fireball, too. Oh, don't have enough mana, I forgot. That was a quick victory, man. We took him out on turn 6. That's incredible. Baron is not the evilest. Well, maybe he is the evilest, but he's certainly not the best at Hearthstone. Alright, so we got 2 Blackwing Technician. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1/+1. That sounds kind of cool. There's a lot of dragon cards, so that may actually come in handy in some place. Alright, so our next reward is going to be those Imp Gang bosses, and we will get 2 of them, but first we need to take down Ragnaros, the Fire Lord. He's pretty fearsome. I'm guessing his power is going to be deal 8 damage to a random enemy. Yep. It's 2 mana. Wow, that's incredible. Only Major Domo Executus can summon the Fire Lord. Can you convince him to do so? Alright. Let's see if we can convince him to do so. Here we go. Kidnapping nice dragons. Hey, what's up with that? Why does it have to be nice dragons? And how do you classify nice dragons from not nice dragons? Alright.
Most trusted minion.
Force him to summon the Fire Lord for us. Okay.
We can force him to summon the Fire Lord for us.
Sounds like a plan of attack. I love this little narrative that they throw in here. It's really cool. I like that. I know some people find it cheesy, but I think it's awesome. And the writing here is usually pretty good in terms of just good puns and such. Alright, I wonder what his power is. His hero power is. Let's see. Is it to summon Ragnaros? Nope. It's to summon a 1/3 Flame Waker Acolyte. I don't even know what a Flame Waker Acolyte is, but I guess we'll find out shortly. Okie dokes. I think I'd like to play that. Attack him for 3. I'm guessing that when we get him down to a certain amount of health, that's when he summons Ragnaros, and that's when this whole thing becomes a giant nightmare. So for now, I'm just gonna play super duper aggro, because I hope that if I get him as low as possible, that kind of will set up our best odds of winning this thing. So, we'll see. Okay, here's a fireball. That's terrifying. That's a good choice. But we will still summon our Mechanical Yeti with the 4 mana that we do have available to us. And I will just carry on the attack. The barrage continues. He is at 16 health already. Magma Rager is getting taken out by a fireball, of course. Or Fire Blast, sorry, not fireball. That would be a waste. Okay, another Mechanical Yeti. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, can't really use it right now. And that brings him down to 6 health. So I'm guessing once we defeat him, that's when he summons the next enemy. Oh my god. He has got Molten... 3 Molten Giants! Are you 4 Molten... Giants? How am I supposed to fight that? Wait, what happens? If I defeat him, is that it? Because if Ragnaros gets to play with that, that's really unfair. I guess we'll find out right now. Here we go. Oh man, he does get to play with that. And he has 16 health. 16 health. How was I supposed to know that? There is no way for me to possibly have known that. Oh, there's nothing I can do. I mean, this is so much damage. I obviously need to take care of that thing. And then... it's 32 damage. I mean, there's nothing I could do. I'm just gonna do that for fun. Yeah, we're done. We are so done. Just attack, come on! Ouch, okay. It's like the most overkill ever. This is insane. Wow, he could have done 40 damage right there. 40 damage! My goodness, that is crazy. Wow, I sounded like I was from like the South for a second there. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes, because English is not my first language, I kind of pronounce words weird, so I know about that. All right, we'll try again. I'm not sure what I want to do here now.
None may challenge the living.
Like, I almost want to keep a card like this alive.
Asked for it.
And I need to account for the fact that he's going to have 16 on top of what we can expect. So it's going to be like the 30 life that we have to take down first, and then 16 plus, and then there's going to be Molten Giants, at least 4 of them, I'm guessing, on the field.
Hunt them down.
Which is terrifying. We have the exact same setup, by the way. The exact same start, which is really strange. So we're going to get to play this for free, and then... Okay. At least we did 3 damage. I'm gonna really try to get as much as I can out of this. Wow. Deal 5 damage. Okay. I need to set up taunts. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Annoybot, or Annoyatron, sorry. I always call him Annoybot for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. It's like a weird thing I do. So he's playing very differently this time already, so that's kind of interesting because I'm wondering if that means that there is a chance that he's not going to summon a gajillion Molten Giants. So that'll be really great to use against Ragnaros himself. Okay, here we go. If he plays... Yep, here they come. Alright, that's 1. That's 2. There's 3. Number 4. Oh, googly moogly. That is looking very ugly. Okay, so now I have 1 turn to figure out how to do all of that damage. Or else we lose. So I have enough damage to knock him out right now, right away. I have... Let's think of combinations. I have 3 and 4, so that brings him down. Right? So let's just try that. Let's bring him down. I just want to see if we can actually do anything here. We have 2, 4, 5, 9, 10. Oh man, that's 10. If I had a fireball, we would have won. No, we wouldn't. We would be close. Let's hit him. Let's hit him. Let's hit him. Let's... I mean, I kind of feel silly right now because I almost feel like maybe there was a chance for me to do something, because I could have froze one of them. I could have frost bolted another. I could have fire blast and dragon into this. Then use these 3 to knock out this thing. So I could have done something smart. Now, of course, I choose to do the crazy thing, which now clearly has not paid off in any way, shape, or form. So that was completely useless. I'm almost wondering if I freeze one. Let's see. That'll be 24, 30. No, nothing. And it doesn't matter what I do. He's going to be able to deal that damage. Yep, that's it. Boom, boom, and perfect. He has the perfect amount of damage for that. Okay, but we've learned something. We've learned that this was actually a pretty good round. Because I feel like we could have won if I didn't attack with everything the way I did. I think, I'm not 100% certain, but I think with those shredded pilots and such, we could have really done something interesting. So let's try again. Obviously, Major Domo Executus is quite easy to go through. It would be amazing to have like something as powerful as this. But the problem is I heard him so quickly that I don't ever even have a chance to like do anything. Maybe I'll keep those guys actually. Cause maybe I should try to draw out the battle a little bit, like, you know, make it stretch out for a bit longer. Maybe that's actually a good thing. I should say hello to him. Hello. Let's see what he says. I just said hello. How is that? How is me saying hello?
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna keep saying that, I guess. Alright, let's see what you do. After you cast a spell, deal 2 damage to everything alive. Yeah, that was a bad decision on my part. Do I even play that? I guess I do. Wowzers. Yeah, I should not have done that. Drawing it out is not a good idea. Drawing it out is the opposite of what a good idea is. Oh, man. These are so good. It would be so good to try to keep those. Like, keep them with the Azure Drake, because imagine, that's 8 damage right there. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to keep them as long as I possibly can. So I'm going to play that. And then attack this thing. And then my turn. And let's see if drawing it out is something that actually comes back and bites me, or ends up being a great strategy. I think I'm going to go with the Goblin Blast Mage, even though I should probably just opt out to Frostbolt that thing. I think I'm going to Frostbolt it. I think that's the best play. As much as I hate admitting it. Do I attack it now? No, I'm going to attack this thing. And then next turn I'll attack that. Unless if he has something that will destroy it, of course. That's a pretty cool looking card. Core Rager. I thought it said Core Reaper. But it's Rager. Alright, so let's see how much damage this does. Wow, really? What are the odds of that happening? That's just weird. Okay. Well, let's trade. That's pretty good. So then I'll play that. And in our turn. He's probably going to trade the 5-4. Oh no. He's going to fireball that and then trade the 4. Is he? Yeah, I guess he's smart. Because that would be a terrible trade. I kind of wish he would do it though, because that would have been awesome for us, of course. I think this may be a good move here. There we go. Finally. Something goes our way there. It's pretty nice. Uh-oh. Here we go. Lava Burst. Yay. Fire Guard. Destroyer. Ah, yikes. Drawing it out is really not fun. Because he's very good. And very powerful. Alright, so I think we're going to do this. And... yeah, this and that. Then I'm going to attack for 4. And then I'm going to end my turn. I'm trying to line up so that I have as many 4 or like high attack and high damage creatures as possible, so that those Molten Giants are not as much of a problem, but clearly that's easier said than done because I'm having a very hard time with it. So now he's going to play those Molten Giants, so that's expected. We have 2 creatures that can take out the Molten Giants. We have another one that can freeze a Molten Giant, so that's... oh my god, he has a Core Hound as well? I mean, come on! It's like, it's not bad enough, the challenge that is already set out, but they're like, no, just throw down a Core Hound. Because that's good. Not really. Oh my goodness, what do I even do here? I genuinely don't know what to do. I guess I trade this for that. Right? I mean, I win in that trade, so clearly that's a good trade. I could go ahead and Frostbolt that and then Fire Blast it to get rid of it, which isn't terrible, actually. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Then I'm gonna freeze one of these. And I'm going to attack to the face because it makes no sense to just sacrifice him for no reason. That was terrible for us. And that was even worse. And now the only thing that... well, even a fireball doesn't save us because we need like 3 fireballs. It would be amazing if that's what we drew, but... yay! Here we go, guys. This is the team of the hour, the team of the power. Okay, we're done. Oh, man! Another Molten Giant. Okay, so clearly... waiting for too long is not smart. However, I do like the strategy of trying to slow them down. That does work. I mean, look, at the end of the day, maybe this deck is just simply not built to defeat this guy, which is possible. Like, it's not the most powerful of decks. That's the problem. It's a deck that isn't particularly great, like, late game, which is why, as you see, it's a very aggressive deck. It's early. You can really do a lot of damage very quickly. But the problem is he has a lot of very strong late game cards. So I'm almost inclined to keep this guy just for that late game. I'm going to get rid of you to hopefully get something earlier. Nice. Okay, Cogmaster, Snow Chugger, turns 1 and 2. And then that way, even if I lose things, the cool Fazad is going to be able to bring back. For at least one turn, he'll bring him back. So even if we trade as much as possible, we'll get him back for at least one more turn. So hopefully that will pay off. Man, these lava... He's got so many good spells, too. So much lava stuff. Okay, let's go with Snow Chugger. And then I'm going to go with Spider Tank. I think, yeah, that's the best. Well, I don't know what I'm going to draw, but... Okie dokes. He's frozen. Let it go. Attack me. Nope, he's not going to attack me, but he's going to do 3 damage to himself, which is good for us. Okay. Okay. So, that's a pretty good scenario right there. Along with that. Because I didn't want to trade this for that. He's going to attack this thing. Yeah. It's interesting. He's really worried about that card. Whenever I pop it up, he is just so aggressive about taking it out. It's really intriguing to see that. Like, in terms of how the game is optimized to do that. Okay. I'm not sure if that was my best move there. I could have probably played Azure Drake and traded. But I don't know if... I don't know. I didn't feel like that was a good move. So, I hope I made the right decision there. So speaking of trading, do I trade 3-1 Fire Blast or 2-2? I think 3-1 and Fire Blast is the cheaper of the two. Alright, so right now he's not likely to summon Molten Giants. So at least that's good. For now. I think I'm gonna play that, attack, and Fire Blast. Yep. Okay. Here comes the Molten Giant Army. That actually might be a good thing. If he plays the Molten Giants the way he is right now, that might be a very good thing. So, playing this right now would be very silly, I think. But then again, on his turn, he can play 2 Molten Giants. So, what to do? I think I'm... Well... Because he's still going to play those Molten Giants. Right? If I summon this, attack with that, at least we'll get rid of 1 Molten Giant. We'll get back our Harvest Golem, but then he'll have 2 more Molten Giants, which is trouble. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to open the door. Okay, so I'm gonna take a risk and hope... I don't even know if I should do that. Whatever. Let's just go for that. And hope that I'm making the right decision here. I don't even want to attack him, because then those Molten Giants would cost him 2 mana, which is even worse. So... that wouldn't be great. Okay, so I can get rid of 1. In fact, I may be able to get rid of 2. Let's see. Ooh! I like that. I can double blast Mage. Let's go for it again. Hope this one can actually hit better, because that was pretty off. Come on with this terrible missing, man. Oh, man. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. At this point, it's kind of irrelevant. So now here comes more Molten Giants. Or maybe not. Oh man, we might be out of the... We might have actually won this finally. Or turned it around, for what it's worth. So I'm not going to attack him for now. I'm going to play cool. I think that's my best move. Attack that, obviously. Then damage you. Then end my turn, get him back. Oh man, this is looking pretty good right now. I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking pretty good. So, can I knock you out? Yes, I can. I will, however... Maybe the Leaper Gnome strategy could be good, too. But I almost feel like it'd be too early for that. So for now, I'm going to play Azure Drake. Yes! Okay. So let's see. Fireball. Then you. Then you. Then a Noyatron. To block attacks. Then, get rid of... Do I get rid of this, or do I attack him already? I think I get rid of it first. I think I'd rather take another turn to stack the deck, so to speak. I'm gonna go after this. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, well, we lost our strongest creature. But we're still very much in this. Like, very, 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 very good position. So, I think I'm going to play this, just to try to take advantage of the Leaper Gnome stuff. I think so. I think that's the best move. Because if I can go ahead and play that, then I trade... What do I trade? I want to obviously get rid of the 6/5. That's a pretty obvious thing. Okay, first of all, let's attack that. Here comes Ragnaros. He's gonna have the 8 damage. I'm gonna trade these 3, I think. No, you know... I like the taunt. That's the thing. I like having the taunt. Plus, by having more characters on the field, it's a good thing for us. Because we then have less likelihood to be hit by the die insect attack thing. So... Here we go. We have Blast Mage right now and 7 damage. So all we need to do is generate 8 damage, which this thing very well might do for us, and we'll be just fine. I think we won finally, guys. We did it. That's it. Game! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Boom shakalaka, my friend. Let's hit the Blast Mage. Let's hit the everything. Look at this. Cleared the board even. He must be embarrassed, man. Look at this embarrassment, dude. You got wrecked! Boom! Look at that damage, though. Come on. Leaper Gnome Army for the win! That was awesome. Ragnaros the Fire Lord is no more. Alright, we got the Imp Gang boss. Very nice. And then please give us our reward. Very cool. There it is. Majordomo Executus. Very cool. And we unlocked, of course, 2 new class challenges for Warrior and... Was it Shaman? I'm not sure. Which ones did we unlock? Let's double check. Warrior and Shaman. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did guess correctly. I wasn't sure which one it was because I didn't pay attention, of course. Like always. That was weird. Nonetheless, of course, there you guys have it. Next time, we're going to be tackling the Black Rock Spire. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And I hope to see you guys at the Black Rock Spire. As always, if you enjoyed the video and you have any tips or tricks about decks or any other strategies that you would like to share, let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, have a glorious and fantastic day. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators.